Hello everyone and welcome back to my 100% guide for Wild Arms 2. Now, while we are here in Guild Gala, there's a couple of things that we're going to do before we head out. First, we need to make our way around to the throne room. And talk to the Prince Noel. Hello, Zach. Perfect timing. By experimenting on a live dragon, I have created Full Clip, a device that transfers the user's telepathic strength to an arm. It is somewhat difficult to control, but I'm sure you can handle it, Zach. One thing to keep in mind is that it discharges every round in your arm when activated. Also, how powerful it is depends on your arm's remaining ammo count when you equip it. Here, take it. Force Full Clip acquired. All right, so let's take a quick look at this. Fire all remaining rounds at once. So the strength of this force ability solely depends on how many bullets an arm has when you use it. Now that I have everything that I was looking for, which Brad I still believe has one more force ability that he hasn't learned yet. Yeah, that's fine. We still have arms times 2, which is better than nothing. Now I'm going to show you what build I am going to do for both of these guys. Let's head over to the arm shop, which is up the stairs here and over around. Right here. Now, there's 2 ways you can do this. If you're somebody like me who doesn't really do any of the actual arms abilities and you're just looking to get the trophy, now would be a good time to save your game before doing this. Then when you're done, you can just reload your save file. That way you have the trophy, but then also your gala, because this is going to be really expensive. For Ashley, to get the full capacity out of Full Clip, I'm going to be taking Shot Weapon and Multi-Blast, and I'm going to maximize their bullet count. Shot Weapon is now level 10. I cannot upgrade it anymore. Also, when you do this, if you haven't already, once one of your arms has been upgraded to level 10, you will unlock Locked and Loaded, for those of you that are trying to get the trophies. I'm also going to do Multi-Blast. Now, before I max this out, you notice how the price or the cost of these is getting more and more expensive? Yeah, that's why I decided to wait till now. So now that that's done, I can now use Full Clip with either Shot Weapon or Multi-Blast, depending on a single target or multiple targets. Brad, I'm going to be doing 2 weapons, Mini Scud and AM Cluster. Mini Scud is a powerful single target attack, whereas AM Cluster attacks all enemies. With both of these, I'm going to be maximizing their attack power because all of Brad's arms that rely on his heavy arms will increase their accuracy to 100%, so you don't have to worry about missing. With these, I will be maximizing AM Cluster to as high as attack power as I can get, whereas Mini Scud, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to at least put one more bullet into it, and then the rest of it is going to go to attack power. There we go. Now you'll see this is why I decided to wait till now, because I wanted to show you what builds I was going to be doing with both of them. But as you notice, we had over 300,000 Gala. We are down to 149,000. All right. Once that is all said and done, go ahead and leave Guild Gala and then hop on Lombardia, and we'll go to our first destination. All right, aim south, and you notice the 2 green pips on the lower left radar. We're gonna go to the one that is straight ahead. Welcome to Werewolf's Den. Alright, this area has 2 monsters that we can find. Also, that reminds me, if you've encountered every monster that I have while following this guide, you should have at least 200 cards collected, which means that at 200 cards, you will unlock a trophy called Card Collector. And that is really all we need as far as monster entries. Now, we still have a long ways to go, so don't worry. If you haven't gotten 200 by now, that's fine. There are going to be plenty of monsters that we're going to run into. All right, so go through the door. And then we're going to go along here, follow the wall, and eventually you should see another door. Go through it. And then rotate your camera around to the north. That reminds me, I need to take off the fire ring. All right, now go around that ledge right here until you can go up north, and then you'll notice what looks like a door. Switch to Brad with his bombs, drop one. Boom. Now in this room, simply just rotate your camera till your compass is on the right side of the screen, and then follow the wall, and you'll notice there's another one right here. Drop a bomb. And here we are. Just make your way around and then drop down. I sense the waves of a guardian. Guardian must be near here, but this is a strange, powerful feeling. This is the first time I've ever felt this particular sensation. A strange guardian? It doesn't mean that... I can't believe this is a sacred ground dedicated to the guardians.
I am the Guardian of Desire. If you want this power, give my name.
Do you remember this wolf's name? The Guardian of Desire? I'll give you a minute. Do you remember? Be honest. All right. So, L U C. This is where people tend to get a little confused. I know I did for a long time. I E D. Zach! Where is this?
I've been waiting for you, Zack. The one with the connection to the blazing demon, Zack Winchester.
Who are you? Lucide.
It's been a long time, Zack.
Why are you here?
I've been waiting for you. Anastasia asked me to. She wanted me to help you.
Anastasia wanted you to?
But it's meaningless if you aren't the type to use me correctly. I am the Guardian of Desire. I only lend my powers to those who can make use of my powers. Do you understand my meaning? A person's strong desires become my food, the source of my strength. It's the flesh and blood I need for my power, a desire stronger than any other. I ask you, what is it you desire?
What I desire? I desire a peaceful daily life. Celeste is there with Grandma, Brad, and Lilka too, along with everyone from the Arms. Days with no need to fight, days with no disputes.
Is that your hope?
I don't wish to be a hero now. There was a time when I wanted to be a hero, but that was to protect everyone's happiness. I didn't want to see anyone suffer. But there's a simpler answer. The truth is, I wanted to protect Celeste's smiling face, so I...
It doesn't matter what the power is. Power is neither good nor evil. Power can become good or evil depending upon who uses it. The hope is the same. What you wish for is the same as Anastasia. A good desire. A desire suited to become my flesh and blood.
Lucide.
Your strength will come from the hope wrapped around your body. When you desire power, call my name. For the daily life you desire, I will become the sword that battle all kinds of blazes. I use people's strong hopes for my power. I, the guardian of desire, Lucide. I will be with you until the day when your hope has been exhausted.
Attack Mad Lucide acquired. Are you okay, Zack? You disappeared so suddenly, I was worried. Didn't mean to worry you. The Guardian of Desire, Lucide, called me, and he lent his strength to me. Lucide. He's the Guardian who was always right there beside the Sword Magus. I've heard he's a noble Guardian for which no medium exists. If you can borrow Lucide's power, your warring powers will be strengthened. Alright, so to clarify, we didn't get a medium, we didn't get him in the party as much as I would have loved that. Instead, we gain a new power, gain a new ability for Zack in his Night Blazer form. So the ability Hot Fencer has now been changed to Mad Lucide. It has a different animation, and it's actually a little bit stronger than the regular Hot Fencer attack. Now we're gonna go ahead and head out. Once you go through the big door, go to the left through that door, work your way around through this door, work your way down, and once you find the door here, there's still one more enemy that we haven't found yet, so we're gonna go ahead and just run back and forth until the green bubble pops. All right, now we can leave. All right, now we're gonna head to the other green pit down here. And welcome to Crimson Castle. All right, this place gets a little bit confusing, but don't worry, I will guide you through it. So first, we're gonna go up to the left, through the door. Gonna stay on the top floor and head up and then through the door on the right. Then we're gonna drop down, grab the item, War Respite, switch to Tim with Puka, angle your camera, get the other treasure chest, War Respite. Now, drop down, go up, take the stairs to the left. And now with these two switches, you'll notice there are walls in 3 locations. What we're aiming for is to get the left and center walls to drop. Okay. Get the left side to drop. I thought there was a way to get the center and one side to drop, but apparently not. So just head on all the way back. And then we're gonna go to the left. Go downstairs. Through the door. We go up. So these books here, all of the books that can be found in Crimson Castle are in a strange language that we cannot read, at least not yet. All right, and then we're gonna go through the first path on the right, through this door. There's one. Now we're gonna go up and around. We're gonna go through the door on the left. The door on the right takes you to a save crystal. All right, now we got that down. Go down the stairs. That is the goofiest monster I've ever seen. And I realized that we missed a switch all the way back where we came from, so let's work our way around. I told you this place will get you turned around if you're not careful. Once you reach the room here with the table, go through the door. Then you're gonna go up and through this door. Okay. Now, we're gonna backtrack. Go up through the center. The stairs. Flip the switch. All right, now we can go through. To darkness, this path does lead. He who is from the land of the sun must leave if life to him is dear. Fools, mistake not foolhardiness for bravery. Know thou art headed down the path to darkness. The king of the dark world has ruled Filgaia since time immemorial. It's a coffin. Keep the noise down. Where do you think you are? Oh, hey, look who it is. Ah, Zack and Company. I didn't know you were making that noise. So, what brings you here? Surely the time of promise has not yet come. Hey, what is Marival doing here? This is where I heard the legendary immortals supposedly live. We are the immortals, the Crimson Nobles, supreme species of Filgaia. We are the absolute, true, one and only rulers of Filgaia. Oh, brother, what a windbag. I never knew the Crimson Nobles really existed. Well, the legendary Lord Blazer is living inside Zack. Is the idea of Crimson Nobles still living in Filgaia any weirder? Well, what do you want, Zack? Surely you did not come to chat. As you say, the time of promise has not yet come. But Filgaia now faces the most serious threat in its history. Yes, the Kupier Belt. Not even Lord Blazer could stand up to the might of the Kupier Belt. That's why I need you to fight on our side, Marival, as you once fought with Anastasia. We are fighting to save Filgaia. Will you join us? First Odessa, then Kupier Belt. Why must such evil attack our beloved Filgaia? As Filgaia's true rulers, we will tolerate no more of this outrage. I'm putting my foot down now. But I'll have you know, I am only doing this because it is my duty as supreme species to protect Filgaia. We simply have a common objective. Otherwise, a proud Crimson Noble would never help you lowly humans. Do not forget that. Even though you've been helping us this whole time. Whoops, almost forgot this. Electel. This Electel zaps anyone in front of you when you press the square button. And I see you are still using that pathetic map scope of yours, eh? Out of pity for you, we will use a bit of a lost technology to give it a cute but exciting upgrade. Don't look so skeptical, just leave everything to us. I'll show you how Guild Galley technology can't even hold a candle to ours. There, all finished. How's that for a nice power-up, huh? What do you mean it looks the same, amateur? Now you can view the map scope while in transit by projecting the image onto your retina. All right, we're not done yet. We need to go back in. There's one more enemy we can discover here, as well as more items we can find. But real quickly, let's take a look at Maryville. So Maryville is a Crimson Noble. She's immortal. And as you can tell by the ears and the eyes, she's a vampire. Crimson Nobles in Filgaia are vampires. So she has two skills, Life Drain and Skill Drain. So Life Drain is pretty self-explanatory. Drains HP from enemy to you, single target. So she can use this to drain HP from enemies and restore her own health. Skill Drain, get red power from an enemy, single. So think of it like this. Are you familiar with blue mages from the Final Fantasy series? That's how Maryville works, except rather than having to be hit by a skill that you're trying to learn, she could just use this ability to get that skill from an enemy that has it. So, she also has Quibbly, a powerful noble type attacker. We will be getting more of her stuff later. So yeah, we're gonna head over here to the right and we are going to go upstairs. If you want to go ahead and get a feel for her, go ahead and switch her to the active party. She really doesn't have anything on her at the moment, which is fine. We're gonna go to the path on the right. All right, now that Maryville is in our party, she can read these books. You see a book entitled When Death Comes. Do you want to read it? Whoever thought that death would come to the Crimson Nobles, but come it has, for our brethren have been killed. Killed by the Devourer of Souls, killed by Lord Blazer. Maryville is the last Crimson Noble. As a supreme species, we Crimson Nobles are Filgaia's supreme species and the planet's rightful rulers. Humans have spread over the world as if it's theirs, but they are inferior to us. As a supreme species, it is the only matter of time before we rule the world. So, see the little lightning bolt symbol on the wall? With Maryville and her tool, if you zap it, an incarnation of destructive power awakens from a time long past. Its power makes the earth rumble and crushes all who oppose it. You acquired the Force Asgard. Asgard is a modified Type 3 heavy armor attack golem you can summon to crush your enemies. Alright, so Maryville just acquired her level 2 Force ability. It kind of works like a giant robot combine attack. So it's basically like Maryville's personal guardian. Make our way back up. Up the stairs to the left. My mic. You want to read it? My mic is like a dog whistle, but instead of dogs, this item summons demons. The many demons summoned by this evil tool then attack the person who uses it. There is one who will show himself only when summoned with this tool. He is of unrivaled strength and can destroy anyone. Excessive power. Foolish are the humans. They seek excessive power that will lead them down the path of destruction. They ignore the knowledge we have bequeathed them and instead pursued errant wants. They murder each other. They think only of destruction. Why? Why do they not realize their foolishness? Are they inferior creatures after all? Humans, cease your destructive ways before it is too late. All right, now sadly, we have to backtrack. I should have done this before I dropped down, but I wasn't paying attention. Go up the stairs on the right side again to the door. And we're going to be making our way back to where we were. Up the stairs, to the door. Instead of dropping down, go through the door up here. More respite. Gonna work around. More respite. More books. A guardian with physical form. Although the guardians became incorporeal beings, one retained physical form, Lucide, the guardian of desire. Lucide stayed by the side of the sword magus, giving her great strength. The source of Lucide's strength was the lust for life that sword mages possessed. This fervent desire, strong enough to give a guardian physical form, would never falter. Alright, there is another book on the other side of the castle. If you want to read it, go ahead and track it down. But we are done here, so we can leave. No, we have one more enemy that we have not discovered. My mistake. So just run back and forth till a green bubble pops. Well, no, you don't. Huh. That is really weird. I have never had that happen before, but I wasn't getting any encounters whatsoever. All right, so there's a quick little secret that we can get. Head over to Odd Headquarters. Head downstairs. Now, firstly, we have a couple of chests we can open. Odd sandals. That's a new one. Let's see what that does. Increases encounters when worn. I should probably wear that. I'm actually going to wear those just because. All right, so this robot here, there's no response. Dead batteries? Zap it. Welcome to the black market. All right. Finally, going down here after zapping that robot brings you to the black market, which also unlocks a new trophy called Odd Secret. Also, recruiting Maryville unlocks the trophy Rude Awakening. And learning Mad Lucide unlocks Promise Kept. Okay, now that we got all that out of the way, do not collect those. We need those. Nice of you to drop by. We handle rare items you cannot find in other stores. Want to take a look around? Show me, I'm curious. How's that for a black market? Really, the only item of note is the War Respite. cures all abnormal statuses for a single target. I've got 13 of them. I think I'll be good. But yeah, thank you. Come back anytime, okay? So yeah, you don't want to collect those crystals because there's, as you'll notice, there's a whole other room back there, but we can't get back there just yet. All right. And over and out. All right. Now, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and get Maryville set up with some PSS skills. So let's go ahead and head over to Amazon. And let's go ahead and head into the personal shop, which is right here. And we're going to be setting up Maryville the same way we do with Tim and Lilka. So first things first, up HP, up P defend, up M attack, because she will be getting magic spells, up parameter, and then of course when she is able, we are going to be doing convert HP next. So now that that's out of the way, there's one more spot I want to go to so we can get an item that we're gonna need. So there's a couple of quick things that we can do since we now have Maryville in our party. Hop on Lombardia and go over to the west. Also, the upgrade that she was talking about is this right here. You can now have the map view up while you are flying around. So we are looking for Thunder Lion Cage, which is right here. Head inside. Notice the lightning bolt? Zap it. Mecha boost. Bloody cape. So, when we go to Maryville, we can put on the bloody cape. And the mecha boost. Ups attack power of Pole and Pot. So that gives her a pretty decent attack power boost. We, the Crimson Nobles, are sealed away forever in a ferocious 8-bodied monster. The strong power tearing Pangea apart sleeps even now in the depths of the sealed pillar. Our questioning and your own desire to fight will reawaken the sleeping power. All right, and a quick thing we can do is go over to the town of Maria. And do you remember that book that we couldn't read in the Royal Library? Well, we can now. Head on up and then over to the left. All right, and it's this wall over here. You see a book entitled The Crimson Noble Sanctuary. You want to read it. Crimson Noble Sanctuary, the promised land of the Crimson Nobles, is now forsaken. We Crimson Nobles were torn asunder by the blaze of disaster, and now I am the only one left. I must preserve the Crimson Nobles' honor and protect this masterless place. We'll meet at our promised land, an island south of Masterless Castle by Isabelle Graceland. Alright, we just unlocked a hidden location that is specifically for Maryville. Alright, let's go ahead, save our game. And that's going to do it for this episode. If this guide is helping you out, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. And if you're new and you would like to see this journey in its conclusion, please be sure to subscribe. I would love to have you here. I will see you all in the next video. You all take care and have a wonderful day.